Wow, very pretty. Winding? Several days ago, I asked on my Instagram, you know, just kind of like a Q&A. I was like, hey, you have any questions about the trip or whatnot? And if you do, I'll answer whatever questions. I got a whopping 5 questions. My phone turned off because it got too hot and stopped recording. But yeah, this video will just be kind of addressing your questions that you've sent in. I've had people talk to me in conversation and phone calls and stuff about, and you know, they would raise questions, so I'll be answering those as well. Also, like, they're doing construction out here, so it's super dusty and nasty out here. And also, if you're wondering why all those shots of water were in the beginning, I was swimming in the lake earlier. It's like super cold in there. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the questions. I'm just saying, what you see on video, it's like twice as thick. Like, it's pretty bad. Alright, that was gonna be nice and echoey in here, sweet. What's this new location I'm in right now? It's just like a random post office that I happened across. I'm like in a town that has like maybe 20 people in it. And for some reason, the post office door was still unlocked. So I decided it'll be a quiet place to do a little recording. We'll go over one of the first questions I got. What was my least favorite place I've been to so far? I can't narrow it down to a state, because I mean, every state has had its fair share of not fun things. Probably when I got to Sage Creek Campground outside of the Badlands. Because at that point I was like super dehydrated. There's nothing around. It had like no trees. I barely got through the kind of like day I spent there. Like I got there kind of in the evening, and then I pretty much just had like granola bars and ramen. And at that point I kind of learned like, yeah, let's just, whenever someone offers food of any sort or water or anything, just take it. Like that's an opportunity that you can't let pass. Guy gave me like 2 Dr. Peppers and a Mountain Dew and some like protein bars and stuff, and then had someone else refill my water. So that part was good, but just kind of like the overall feeling I felt like when I was at that campground, like everything was like real hazy. I was constantly thirsty. Like they didn't even have water at this campsite. Like it was just like this arid thing, and there's just prairie dogs running all over the place. That's by far, at least the worst I've ever felt. Like that was still cool, but like it was heavily outweighed by like how bad I was feeling. I just hit my hand with a rock. I guess you might be wondering where I am right now. I'm in the Kootenai National Forest, I think, but I took a wrong turn, and the trail that brings me back to the road is very steep and very rugged, and I don't feel like doing it again. So I'm just gonna set up here while I still have daylight. We have a heating pad. Ooh, we got a spoon, just a spoon, salt, pepper, and a napkin. I think this is the food itself. So you don't even need to add water to the stew or anything. You just add water to the bag. Sure. I was about to open it with my mouth and I realized maybe I shouldn't do that. It looks like those hot hands. And apparently, we got a little hole for the steam, so I don't even need to do anything. And then I guess I'll just set it down and we wait. Wow. It just inflated out of nowhere. It started steaming. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let's toss on this rain fly. Where's my rock? Going caveman mode on the, I should probably look, because last time I put my stakes in, I hit my hand. We're still steaming. All right, let's talk food. I got asked, how do the snacks compare from Indiana, where I'm from, to like, you know, I guess where I am now, which is, I'm like, what is that? These birds are going crazy. Wow. Oh, it's a bald eagle. Look at this. Damn. Right there. That's literally a bald eagle right there. Look, I just saw like through the branches, there's just a white head. I was like, no way. So yeah, that's a bald eagle. Cool, that's my neighbor for tonight, I guess. Indiana and like the Midwest, you know, it's like the breadbasket of the United States or whatever. So everything's a lot more like, I guess, carbohydrate, bready kind of stuff. But out here it's a lot more like meat, organic. Like, I guess organic is a better way to put it. Organic centric. Like, it'll be like more weird, healthy options around. And of course, I'm noticing this more like in cities and whatnot. Farm fresh everything. And like people will just be selling stuff like out of their homesteads and stuff. There's mountains back there. Behind those mountains, I'm pretty sure that's Canada. The snacks are pretty much the same. And then there's this brand of my favorite pastries called Bon Appetit. There's a cream cheese Danish and a cream cheese cake. Just do yourself a favor and buy them. There's also this brand of candy, which I didn't really start seeing until I got to like Wyoming, called Girly, like G-U, like G-U, not G-I, Girly. Have these root beer barrels, and they use like the dad's root beer formula. They are good. They are like the best snack to get along the way. I'm doing Nature Valley granola bars, like Sunbelt Bakery, like those Ritz peanut butter crackers, or like Austin crackers. Austin crackers are more expensive. I'm constantly running off of the Propel, like electrolyte drink mixes and stuff. I have tortillas and peanut butter. I calculated like all of the ounces and stuff, and I have little over a gallon of water on me at all times. And then I have like a few Mountain House meals that are tucked away. And there's different stores. Like there's no more Casey's gas stations out here. Those are out. It's all like Cenex, Exxon. There's also Sinclair's. And then there's a lot of cool family-owned gas stations, which I think are pretty sick. Because they usually have cheaper stuff. It's either they're a lot cheaper or they're a lot more expensive when it comes to food. Speaking of food, a vegetable stew with beef is about done. All right, let's try this beef stew. Oh man, yeah, that's hot. That's crazy how well that worked. Good old, delicious looking. It's only 170 calories. This granola bar is 150 calories. It has more fat. This only has 4 more grams of carbs than this does. It got more protein. More protein is always a win. It is indeed beef stew. Man, I love human beings. I was riding up this very hilly road, and this car kind of stops ahead of me, and wasn't in this area here. And they just like, hey, you need water or anything? So they filled up my water, so I got full water again. And they're like, yeah, we got like different candy bars, and I have like beef jerky and a few granola bars in here now. So I got some more snacks and whatnot. So help me trudge on through the day.
Okay guys, I didn't really want to do any more answers in the kind of vlog style of things, so I'm just going to do a narration for these next 2 questions over this lovely montage of Montana and some of Idaho. So the first question we have here is, what's been the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself during the trip? I think I've learned, not just about myself, but I believe in people in general, that you are a lot more capable physically than you think you are, and mentally. Like at this point, when I'm recording now, I've been on this trip for 92 days. And I honestly never thought I would get this far. And also, I just kind of learned the importance of having other people around, you know? And the second question is, if you can go back and better prepare yourself for this trip, what would you do differently? Honestly, the only thing I would do differently is maybe try and get some people to come along with me. But other than that, I think I've learned a lot of valuable things and met a lot of people because of the things I did and the things I didn't do. I don't think I would have had such a positive experience on this trip if I did anything differently. So honestly, I would change nothing, honestly. I'm happy about the things that have happened to me and the people I've come across, and I wouldn't change any of it. I'm perfectly content with how this trip has been going.
Yo, what's up? I'm pretty sure it's day 85, I think. You know how it is, another day, another mountain. Yeah, as you can see behind me, it's like super, just like foggy looking out. I'm not sure if that's like wildfire smoke or if I'm just like, there's cloud stuff going on. I literally have no idea. I just wanted to address like another one of the questions. It was what was one of the sketchiest things or sketchiest moments? Bears walking around and sniffing my stuff in the middle of the night. That's probably the scariest thing that's ever happened. I also had the same thing happen, but they were like longhorns, like the cattle. They were like a wild, like little herd of them that were just like surrounded my tent. I've had 1 or 2 encounters of snakes trying to ankle bite you. I stumbled across like a homeless person's house, no, not house, tent, other than like being super hungry. But I mean, that's all the time. I'm starving at all times. Or dehydration scares. Between that stuff, I mean, nothing really sketchy that stands out. 2 days, 2 passes. So many mountains.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna end the video here. Here's some ASMR. If you liked the video, thanks. I did not think this through. Sorry for the wait. I've just been focusing on trying to make a lot of progress. I've kind of been lacking on the videos, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, I think that's everything. I guess I'll catch you in the next video. I want to do more of this kind of format of, doing more, subjective-based videos and not really the, hey, I'm here. Oh, here's the next day. Now I'm in this other location. I don't really want to do that anymore. I just kind of want to do more subject-related things, something that's useful for people other than just like, look at what I'm doing and look at what you're not doing. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, dislike, do all the things. Catch you in the next one.